Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Cover Zero podcast, the show where I cover the least in the best way possible. I'm your host, Jason Wells. What week are we in now? Week 17, second last week of the season, fantasy finals for many. It is here. Not really a great slate of games we have. We do have some good ones. Obviously, we have some good ones, and we got to cherish these last few games of the regular season till we get to the playoffs. I, for one, am excited for the playoffs because my team has clinched a spot. Nah. Suck it, everybody. Because a lot of you didn't think the Dolphins were going to be here, but I fucking knew that they were going to be here. And big game for them this week against the Ravens, and we will get to that game. But yeah, this episode, just me. We will be doing, as always, the blind Thursday night football recap. Preview all of the remaining Week 17 games and finish off with the Pick'em contest, Pick'em choices, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I guess let's get right into it, though. Starting off with the Thursday Night Football recap here. Jets at Browns. Browns minus 7.5. Total was 33.5. Was a Joe Flacco revenge game. I think Gronk went on record this week basically saying the reason why no one remembers Joe Flacco as a New York Jet is because the Jets are irrelevant and no good players come from there, and they're just... And he's not wrong. Joe Flacco would have probably been the best Jets quarterback of the last decade, but he was not good there, mainly because the roster also stunk, beside the point. But yeah, he gets a little revenge. The old man didn't look as good as he has been. This Jets defense came to play. Cooper did not have another 200-yard game again, sadly. Sauce and DJ Reed did what they have been doing throughout the whole season, but Trevor Siemian is not... I'm still trying to call my shot here. You know what? I think the Jets won this game. I'm going to pick the Jets plus 7.5 tonight. I don't think the Browns are that great of a team, if we're being on. Overall, they're a well-constructed team. Are they going to make the playoffs? Yes. Is their defense very good? Yes. I don't think Joe Flacco is phenomenal. I think that this defense carries him. He made a lot of mistakes. Sorry. He made a lot of mistakes last week, but made up for it with those plays to Amari. But this Jets defense is really fucking good. And I think the Jets, honestly, give me the Jets. Trevor Siemian, big game. Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall did what they needed to do, and this defense came up clutch with a few good interceptions. Jets win this one. Let's get into the rest of the preview, though, here. Saturday game, the lone Saturday game. Lions at Cowboys, one of the better matchups of the week. Cowboys minus 5.5, total set of 52.5. Two of the better NFC teams will definitely determine some of the pecking order here. Doesn't really matter. Both teams have clinched playoffs. The Lions have clinched their division. The Cowboys or the Eagles are going to be that fifth seed in the wild card matchup anyways, playing the NFC South. But it's more... Let's see if the Lions are a contending NFC team or if they're just kind of their NFC team. Because I think the Cowboys are contenders. I think that they have stuff to work on, like a lot of the other contenders too. But I think that they're the better team. I think that they have the better defense, and I think that their defense is going to be the difference maker in this one because the Lions can score points. That's fine, whatever. The Lions' defense cannot score points. I think this will be a high-scoring game. The total suggests that. But I think that this Cowboys defense can do enough to slow down the Lions' offense, where I don't think this Lions defense has a shot in hell of slowing down the Dallas offense. I think this could be a big CeeDee Lamb game. I mean, it could be a big Dak game. This is a game that Dak could get back into an MVP conversation. I still doubt that he's in it. A lot of it depends on the Miami-Baltimore game, but we won't get into that one. I don't know if Chauncey or if CJ Gardner-Johnson is in line to play. Should probably look that up. Cam Sutton is questionable. That's a big one. Has he been? Well, apparently he was playing, so never mind. Maybe he's just questionable now. Who was I looking up again? CJ Gardner. Oh, there he is. He's still won't suit up against Dallas 17 minutes ago. Well, they're without him. They kind of need him back. I think Sam Houston, one of their pass rushers who got hurt at the very start of the season with a broken ankle, his practice window just got activated too. They need some defensive players back, need some defensive pieces back, but I don't think this will be their game. I am picking the Cowboys to win this one. Now with the points, I don't know. I think that's a little rich, but definitely taking the Cowboys. Now on to the Sunday games, the New Year's Eve games. Dolphins at Ravens. Ravens minus 3.5. Total set at 46.5. This is the game for the 1 seed, essentially. If the Ravens win this, they clinch the 1 seed. Clinch the bye means they can rest everybody week 18. Dolphins, on the other hand, if they win this one, they control their own destiny with the 1 seed at that point. They clinch the division with a win. For them to remain with the 1 seed, they would need the Ravens. We would just need we control our own destiny. We would need to beat the Bills to be the 1 seed. But other factors could come into play. Either way, getting off track. This is a very, very big game with very, very big implications. And obviously, I'm completely biased, but I do think Miami is going to get the better of them. This is the first time all season where we are playing a winning team that is coming off their own massive moral victory, like woohoo. And the Ravens are in the letdown spot right now. Lamar is now the MVP favorite. I mentioned it on Wednesday's show that I believe that with a big Dolphins game and with a big Tua Tyreek game that they put themselves back into that MVP conversation here. It's so tough. I like both of these rosters a lot. I should probably looking up if any of the Dolphins offensive linemen and or Javon Holland are looking to come back here. What's Waddle? Trending towards missing. We all figured with that one. Robert Hunt. How are we doing, Robert Hunt? Nothing on Robert Hunt. Javon Holland. That's the one that I actually kind of care about. Javon Holland. Limited again to begin week 17 prep. Because that's the thing. If we get Austin Jackson, if we get Robert Hunt back, if we get Javon Holland back, I like our chances a lot more. Now, the Ravens are also banged up. We know that they're missing guys, but I feel a lot more comfortable with one of the best safeties in football there in the backfield. But yeah, this is going to be a big game. I think both of these teams are the Super Bowl favorites out of the AFC. I think this is the cliche, but this is the AFC Championship matchup, I believe, is going to happen. It's tough. It really is. I like the Ravens. I like Miami. I know I'm not saying a whole lot right now. The last time Miami played them, we absolutely torched them. We're missing Waddle now. Our run game has gotten better. They have a whole new offensive system. Their defense has gotten better since then. Our defense has gotten much better since then. This is just a great matchup. I honestly don't know where I'm picking the Dolphins. Of course, I'm picking the Dolphins, but this is a coin flip matchup to me, and I see that line at plus 3.5. That seems like a lot because I think these are two even closer than close, evenly matched teams. I think is all I can really say. Let's keep going though. AFC South matchup: Titans versus Texans. Texans minus 5.5. Total set at 43.5. Now the big Stroud and Levis should both return. Stroud is definitely coming back. That is big. That is big for their division race here with the Jags and the Colts to stay afloat. Texans or the Titans can play spoiler here, but with CJ Stroud back in the mix, I like the Texans quite a bit, honestly. CJ Stroud, when he has played, has been a top 10 quarterback this year, definitively. The run game with Motor has been good. The just offense in general for the Titans has not been good whatsoever. Yeah, I think this is a good get right, solidify win for the Texans. Keep them in that playoff hunt because I believe Week 18 is Texans versus Colts. That might be for the division. Obviously, a lot can happen this week, but I like the Texans. I just don't think the Titans. It says Will Levis should come back, but it says in the things that Ryan Tannehill's the starter right now because it's not official with him. But like, I like Will Levis. I think there's a lot of promise there. I just don't think that this offense has any gas and any juice really, and it's not his fault. It's just the offensive line isn't good, and if the offensive line isn't good, Derrick Henry can't carry the way he used to, and if Derrick Henry can't carry the offense the way he used to, then it doesn't work. It doesn't work, plain and simple. But I would be taking the Texans in this one on the money line, anyways. Next game up: Patriots at Bills. Bills minus 13. Total set at 40.5. Now, if we were wise, smart people, we would see, the Bills are playing the Patriots. They're massive favorites. And what do the Bills do when they're massive favorites? They don't cover those spreads. They blow games. They always play down to their opponent's level. Now, with all that being said, do I think that the Bills should absolutely whoop the Patriots? Of course. I'm a sane human being. I know that the Bills are a very good team. I know that the Patriots are a bottom of the barrel team right now. With that being said, do not advise taking the Bills on the spread because they don't play bad teams well. They stoop to their level, squeak out smelly wins, but I do not like this game from any betting perspective. Yeah, like the Bills lost to them earlier in the season. I'm expecting the Bills want a little bit revenge on that, but the Bills are going to win. I just don't think it'll be a slaughter. I think it'll be not ideal viewership. But yeah, the Bills are going to win. I don't think I have to spend much time on this, so let's just keep going. Rams at Giants. Rams minus 5.5. Total set of 44.5. Tommy DeVito is dead. The Mafia put out a hit on him, and he is no more. He is sleeping with the fishes. And in comes Tyrod Taylor, old Bills legend, brought into their first playoff berth since the 90s. It's a good story. The Rams don't have a good defense. I like the Rams offense a lot. I do also enjoy the Giants defense. It's not great, but it's not, I'd say if I were to put it in a tier or in a rank, it's like 8 to 14 in that range of defense. I think that's fair to say. Puka Nacua only needs 100 and something yards to beat Jamar Chase's rookie record. He's very, very close to do it. I'm sure that he will get that. The Rams are the better team in this one. I have the Rams as a top 10 team in this league, and I have no reason to believe why the Giants, and especially their offense, can do to beat a team of the Rams' caliber. Now there's all of they're going from coast to coast essentially. The time difference, they're going from a nice indoor stadium in LA weather to New York, where I mean, it's winter. We don't get winters the way that we used to do. That's not really thank you climate change. Yeah, like there's some like those narratives to be made there, but it should just be the Rams are better, the Rams are better coached, the Rams have the much better talent on both sides. I mean, not really the defensive side of the ball, but Aaron Donald makes up for a lot of that. Yeah, and it's just can we trust a old Terod Taylor now at this point to carry a Giants offense that hasn't looked very, very good? We don't. We don't. So I take the Rams in this one. I think that this could be a Rams type of or a Giants play this closer than it should because I was trying to find the trap line for this week. I don't think I found it yet. This feels like it could be it. Because I think a lot of people are down on the Giants, but a QB change does change a lot in my opinion.